There is an apex predator hunting today, equipped with talons longer than the claws of a fully grown grizzly bear. It can strike before its prey registers a sound. Yet, this creature is only one of over 68 recognized eagle species currently alive on Earth. The physical variations across these species are extreme. They range from the tiny South Nicobar Serpent Eagle, weighing just 450 grams, up to the Philippine eagle, a massive hunter with a 2.5-meter wingspan that reaches the hip of an average adult human when standing upright. This vast disparity in scale is no biological accident. It is the result of 60 million years of predatory evolution, fine-tuning each species to dominate a highly specific ecological niche. At the lowest end of the weight spectrum is the South Nicobar Serpent Eagle. Endemic to a remote island chain in the Indian Ocean, this bird weighs less than a standard jar of peanut butter. To hunt in the pitch-black undergrowth of tropical forests, it has developed disproportionately massive eyes. This adaptation maximizes light capture, allowing it to spot camouflaged reptiles hidden in the leaf litter. Across the ocean in sub-Saharan Africa, Ayers' hawk eagle breaks the assumption that all eagles are ambush predators dropping from a perch. Weighing roughly 600 grams, it acts more like a falcon, engaging in sustained, high-speed aerial pursuits to catch swallows and bats mid-flight. For these birds, heavy mass is a liability. By stripping away raw physical power, these smaller species gain extreme maneuverability and the specialized navigation required to hunt in dense, unforgiving environments. Moving up the weight classes, the weaponry becomes highly specialized. The African fish eagle hunts by snatching prey from the water without breaking stride. To prevent wet, thrashing fish from slipping free, its feet are coated in tiny, microscopic spicules that function exactly like grip tape on a skateboard. Then there is the bald eagle. Its cultural reputation is largely manufactured. The famous piercing scream you hear in every wilderness film is actually the dubbed call of a red-tailed hawk, used because the bald eagle's natural vocalization is a series of weak, chirping notes. Biologically, it is far less majestic than its reputation implies. Bald eagles are aggressive opportunists. They routinely scavenge carrion and spend immense amounts of energy harassing smaller raptors, like ospreys, to steal their catches mid-air rather than hunting for themselves. Their population also proved exceptionally vulnerable. By the 1960s, the bald eagle population in the contiguous United States collapsed to fewer than 417 nesting pairs. Agricultural runoff containing the pesticide DDT accumulated in their food chain, causing their eggshells to thin and crush under the weight of the incubating parents. While their biology was failing, human societies engraved their image onto currency and government seals, treating the bird as an indestructible symbol of power. We project our own ideas of nobility onto these animals. The reality is that surviving the mid-tier requires ruthless, highly adaptable opportunism. The true, undisputed giants of the canopy operate on an entirely different level of lethality. Africa's martial eagle possesses visual acuity over 3 times sharper than a human. Their strike rate is so effective that vet monkeys have evolved an entirely new, highly specific alarm call solely to warn of aerial predators. In the Australian outback, the wedge-tailed eagle routinely takes down kangaroos weighing up to 30 kilograms. Because they cannot lift this weight, mated pairs hunt cooperatively, using a wolf-like pack strategy to relay and exhaust large mammals across the scrubland. By sheer mass, the stellar sea eagle dominates them all. Adults regularly push past 9 kilograms. To process large salmon and sea mammals in freezing waters, they have evolved a massive, laterally compressed beak that functions like industrial bolt cutters. But the title of the ultimate apex predator belongs to the Harpy Eagle. This chart compares the grip force of a human hand and a grizzly bear bite against the harpy's talons, which deliver 530 newtons of sustained pressure. That is enough physical force to crush the skull of a primate on impact. As we can see on this map, the harpy doesn't rely on brute force alone. Instead of chasing a troop of howler monkeys through the canopy, the eagle calculates an interception point. Mapping the troop's trajectory by sound, it flies silently to a specific branch and waits. It is a deliberate, mathematically precise ambush. The Harpy Eagle represents the peak of avian evolution, a predator defined by maximum physical trauma and calculated intelligence. To reach this apex status, biology demands a steep trade-off. Large eagles reproduce incredibly slowly. A pair of Philippine eagles, for example, will raise only a single chick every 2 years, investing nearly 20 months of resources before the juvenile is fully independent. That slow reproductive cycle is currently causing a quiet catastrophe. Today, 38% of all recognized eagle species are actively threatened with extinction. A Harpy Eagle pair requires up to 7,000 square kilometers of unbroken forest. As agriculture carves into the Amazon, these territories evaporate. Furthermore, logging targets the oldest emergent trees, the exact structural pillars required to support their massive nests. In stable ecosystems, low birth rates keep apex predators from over-consuming their prey. But when external human pressures are introduced, a single percentage point increase in annual adult mortality breaks the population math entirely. The system doesn't decline slowly, it instantly tips into functional extinction. Scavengers consume carcasses riddled with lead ammunition, absorbing neurotoxins into their bloodstreams. Additionally, ranchers deliberately lace livestock carcasses with poison to eliminate the birds. 60 million years of refined predatory mechanics, specialized talons, and acoustic mapping offer zero defense against industrial bulldozers or rifles. These eagles are keystone regulators. They are ecosystem capstones, suppressing mid-level predators and controlling herbivore populations. When they are removed, the complex food webs beneath them destabilize and unravel. These eagles operate as the functional pillars of the living world. The question now is whether we will preserve the territories they require or let the most highly evolved predators in the sky vanish entirely.